everyone, I'm Keychain. This is my gameplay footage from Kingdom Raid for May 6th of 2021. Um, Most of the time my goal during Kingdom Raid is resources. I do like to go and get some troops, but if I see someone with resources, I will definitely try harder to kill their troops than I would normally. So this is an example of that. She had 12 million resources that I wanted, and she had a lot of troops, but I was willing to sacrifice a little bit to get the silver. I think she had some wood too. So the first hit here went pretty well. I got a big chunk of the troops, so I don't know if she was in farm gear, she just forgot, or she's just one of the lower end C40s, but got a good amount of kills here and get the resources. So you guys have also noticed, if you watched previously, that when I am after just resources, I don't send my pre-made marches. I just send the marches that the game recommends because I'm trying to send them quickly. So that's usually, what I'm after when I'm after resources, just quick marches. All right, so this one's almost done. You can see the totals rising, and sometimes I go a little bit overkill trying to get the resources because, this was the first one, so I'll know pretty quickly that she's almost empty, but after you have a bunch of resources, it's harder to tell. Okay, so here was another little small hit. I don't even actually know why I went for this one. I think it was because I was already in the area and I wanted a little bit more value out of my teleport. So sometimes that'll be one of the reasons. Ooh, and look at this one. So this one ended up being a pretty good find. We're gonna be here for a minute. I'll give you guys a little bit of a spoiler. So her main has resources, and look at what else is around it. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 farms sitting around this this girl Katie. So I figure if she's got resources, we might as well take a look. And lo and behold, her farms have resources as well. So the only hard part about multiple farms is hoping that she doesn't get on the shield, and trying to get a little bit of the resources from all farms and not waste marches. I don't want to be here for an excessive amount of time, so I'm trying to send multiple marches at multiple farms to try and just get resources when I can and keep track of which resource or which farms are emptied out. So that's always one of the goals, is to try not to send marches at castles that you've already emptied. So trying not to overkill it. And it's harder than you might think initially. You're like, oh, you just pay close attention. Well, you also want to have all 5 of your marches out at the same time to try and minimize the time that you're there. So that's kind of my goal here. Oh man, God, I like watching this back and seeing all these resources. Not a lot of kills here, but I did find a good amount of resources, so that's actually better for me. Like, if the leaderboard rewards were better for Kingdom Raid, then kills might be more important. It's just kind of it's a flex type thing, but Dark Mystic is in my kingdom, so it's really hard to win. And sometimes I get close, but anytime I get close or I push into number 1, he'll go out hunting and just blow me out of the water. So, it's fun sometimes. Other times it's like I found resources and I don't need to bother going out hunting for kills. All right, I think we're almost done here. I think there's one farm left. I think it was the smallest farm, so it doesn't have as much on it. And then we'll be moving on to some more kills. I think this was the majority of the resources I found during Kingdom Raid was right here in her and her farms. So after we finish up these last couple of marches, we will be porting somewhere else to try and get some more kills, get a little bit more fun out of this. Now, people have asked me how I always find resources during Kingdom Raid. It's putting in the time, the bookmarks. The part that you don't see when you see a 9-minute Kingdom Raid video is that I spent 2 or 3 hours the day before finding people and creating bookmarks. And then when I'm out hunting, I might spend 2 or 3 hours out hunting. I might spend an hour one day, an hour the next morning, another hour here or there, all looking for through my bookmarks to find people unbubbled, scanning the kingdom map, like looking for targets. And then I find a target, I record it, it takes 15 seconds, and I'm off. But it was a lot of work actually finding that person and getting those kills and getting those resources. So it's a lot of work, and it pays off because I've skyrocketed. If you follow my videos in the last 6 months from a Castle 35 all the way to Castle 42 now. And that's because I find the resources I need during Kingdom Raids so that I don't have to have that as one of my mitigating factors. So it's like, okay, getting the marquee badges. Well, I have become more of a spender, so I do, I upgrade my honor chest to the max level each time, and there's badges there. I upgrade honor chests, or not upgrading the honor chests, but I buy honor keys. I spend here and there. So spending is part of it, but I don't buy badges. I've not had to buy badges lately. I get what I can through all of the free events and just make sure I'm trying to maximize those. Now here was a hit. This guy came and he ported into our hive and he broke his shield to start attacking us. So I froze him in place and I called Dark and I was like, hey, come get these kills. So he sent like 5 marches at this guy, and I think it was the third or the fourth attack that knocked him out of there, but the guy had a ton of power and Dark just wrecked him. So that was fun. It's fun when you get support from the big guys to come in and take care of someone who's causing you harm or annoying you in your own hive. And this is not Kingdom Raid footage. That was it for the Kingdom Raid footage, but this was during UAC. I actually took a mega rally, so I just wanted to share this because I recorded it and it was fun. So it was only 2 million troops, but this this alliance was crazy. Like, their kingdom 604, and they had so many C41s and C42s for such a young kingdom, like, and all of their stats were better than mine. It was just like, a realization moment that like new spenders can come into the game at any time and make a strong kingdom. And these guys, if they stick together, if their kingdom doesn't break, they're going to be competitors in the, the kingdom versus kingdom realm here pretty quickly. At least from my opinion, based on what I saw during UAC. So here's the victory. I kind of wish that this was during a real event because I would have been covered. So my hospital would have been full, and my sanctuary would have been filled, but I would have gotten 2 million kills out of this. So it's, it would have been nice if this was during like a KVK or something. I probably would have actually taken this rally during that, but since it was UAC, no real loss, but it was fun to record and take. And I think that's just about it for this video. So remember to hit the like, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, share the video, and leave me some comments. Let's have some conversations. Thank you for watching.